Number 12, Lizzie Gillen. Number 14, Leah Howe. Number 16, Peyton Gallagher. Number 19, Vicky Pungello. Number 29, Kiana Barber. And number 28, Gabby Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand as we play our national anthem? Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that if any player scores a hat trick for FC Monmouth this evening, that means you get a free chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A Eatontown with the purchase of a chicken sandwich. And as long as we chalk up 3 points, a home win for FC Monmouth means you get free fries at Chick-fil-A Eatontown with the purchase of fries. It's time now for our ceremonial coin toss. Please welcome former FC Monmouth men's head coach and owner of today's match sponsor, Just Sports Training, John Killick. Thanks, Coach. Good to have you back.
say hello from Count Basie Park in the beautiful Red Bank, New Jersey, as the FC Monmouth women's team plays their second game in as many days. A quick shot right off the bat from Carly Slavin almost finds its way into the back of the net. Chris Daly behind the mic today for FC Monmouth. So happy to be with you. It was a historic day yesterday as the Blue and Gold had their first ever game as members of the Women's Premier Soccer League at home. Unfortunately, that day was spoiled by the South Jersey Elite Barons, who won 3-0. It was a 2-0 game until the final second when the Barons scored what's essentially a buzzer beater in soccer to add insult to injury for FC Monmouth. They had some flashes of life, but overall, it was the Barons who really got the better of the chances in that game. Now FC Monmouth looking to create something today and get back to their goal-scoring form that they had in their first game as members of the WPSL, which was on the road against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals Liberty. A shot from Ali Serlenga goes over the bar to start FC Monmouth's day in the final third. FC Monmouth playing Fever SC today, who only have one game under their belts thus far this season, and that came against Real Central in New Jersey 2 nights ago. It was a 0-0 game, so they have yet to score. They have also yet to concede in league play as Slavin gets it, and she moves the ball forward. Quickly won back by FC Monmouth. Fever SC have had some success here in the WPSL since joining a few years ago. They went to the Mid-Atlantic Conference Championship game in 2023, although they did struggle last year. They only picked up 8 points through 10 games in the Colonial Division. Not the season they were, 1, expecting, and 2, hoping for after such a triumphant year in 2023. Hal feeds Gallagher. Now to Giovanella. On the ball is Kiki Barber. Miller. And the cross inside, looking for an FC Monmouth attacker. They got it. It was the run from Grace Crowley, the delayed run. And she gets a boot on it, but it goes over the bar. And this game remains knotted at zeros. Goalkeeper today for Fever SC is Riley Spengler, the 5th most shutouts in a single season at Bloomsburg University with 11. She is a really stellar goalkeeper in net, has been a big part of this Fever SC team now for a few seasons as she picks up the ball. Putt from Spengler. Finds her teammates, and now it's Fever SC looking to possess. They're playing 4 in the back. It appears to be a 4-3-3 of some sorts. And the lone forward up top with some great hold-up play. And look at that. The run's just peeling off of Cassidy Getter-Norley, the center forward wearing that number 39 in light blue. Very good jersey matchup today, as FC Monmouth have their blue ocean kits on, representing the Jersey Shore area. And that's a lovely ball over. doesn't find the feet of a teammate. Nice weather today here at Count Basie Park. Perfect if you're a player. Perhaps a little chillier than a lot of Jersey Shore locals are hoping for. A lot wanting to go to the beach on these weekends, but so far not really the ideal beach weather, as ball out wide on the right flank for FC Monmouth. Peyton Gallagher tries to find Vicky Pangello. One back by Gallagher. Gallagher to Miller. Back to net. She was able to turns back yet again. And now FC Monmouth trying to work it to the left side of the pitch. Garcia unable to control it. One back quickly by FC Monmouth. One thing to note today, FC Monmouth does have a full bench compared to Fever, who only have 4 players on their bench, one of them being a goalkeeper. So only 3 field players compared to FC Monmouth, who have 7 they can employ throughout the game. And now in the WPSL, unlike the League for Clubs, if you watch both the men's game, once a player subs out, they can sub back in. It's not like the TLFC, and that is a great ball from Ava Gianella. Grace Crowley on her right foot. Saved by Rupp. That's a fantastic save. Not done yet, though, and a powerful shot from Peyton Gallagher. Saved yet again, although one back by Serlinga. Serlinga works, puts it on her left foot, cuts it back to her right. Nice little V turn to her left, showing off the technical skill. And it's Garcia who just tries an overhead kick. Unsuccessful. Fever got to be happy now that this game is still 0-0. Those were 2 opportunities for FC Monmouth that looked really threatening. Some miscommunication now at the back for the blue and gold. And Grace Crowley intercepts it for FC Monmouth, forces a throw-in. Grace Crowley played for Toms River East, committed to play at Siena this fall. She scored 4 goals this season in high school soccer as a defender, so not a bad statistic for her. She likes to join the attack and really lively defender as well. As is Serlinga, who drops in from that left wing spot to chip in defensively. Gabby Miller to press, as is Pagello, and Sage Santa Cruz eventually comes out in that red goalkeeper kit for FC Monmouth to scoop the ball up and reset play. It's Crowley to Gallagher, a little Maradona, and the fans love that. Even better chip over the top to Howe. Howe with pace, touch out in front of her, squares it in. Batted away by Brooke Kane. But a promising passage of play from FC Monmouth. Now Miller to Howe. Trying to connect in the corner and whip in across. That ball goes out for a goal kick.
Therapy is one of the fastest growing comprehensive physical and occupational practices with over 160 locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Get back to life you love with JAG Physical Therapy, providing rehabilitative care to all, including sports teams. For more information or to book your appointment, go to JAGPT, JAG Physical Therapy, for their support of FC.
Fever SC trying to work it to Getter Norley. She's had some good bits of hold-up play early in this one, but nothing really to show from it, as Barber with a left-footed attempt. Riley Spingler taking her time to pick the ball up. Just some in-game antics from Spingler. Allows her team to get forward. Contested 50-50 ball, won by Fever. Getter Norley wins it now. Carly Slavin. Slavin in 47. Her sister is in 43. That is Kara Slavin. Kara's a rising sophomore at Penn State Harrisburg. Meanwhile, her sister's a rising junior at Westchester University. She made 18 starts this past fall, and she made 19 as a freshman. She's one of the top defenders in the PSAC. Was a big reason why Westchester won the PSAC championship her freshman year. They allowed less than a goal per game in conference play, and she was at the heartbeat of that defensive unit. Really top caliber player. Here she is. Dangerous ball in the middle to Kiki Barber with two light blue jerseys on her. Mom is able to retain it though. And it's Serlinga out wide. 15 minutes in, just about. FC Monmouth working the ball a lot better than they did yesterday. Already two chances that looked a lot more promising than anything the Monmouth faithful had seen yesterday against the South Jersey Elite Barons. Important to note, though, the Barons, and we talk about success with some of these teams in the Mid-Atlantic Conference in the Colonial Division. The Barons went to the Final Four of the WPSL just 3 years ago, so they're a really top club within the league at a national level. And both teams out here on the pitch trying to reach those heights. It's the first season for FC Monmouth. This is their only second game at home as members of the WPSL, the largest women's soccer league in the world. Former home to players such as Rose Lavelle. And the shot scooped up by Riley Spingler.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands is proud to be the official pizza of FC Monmouth. Check your online game ticket purchase for an exclusive coupon to Amici. Whether you're celebrating a big win or refueling after
nice
practice,
touch
Amici has
from
slices
Ride.
service dinner.
Won by Barber
After the match,
as she pokes it back to Santa Cruz.
Pizza, Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands.
Wearing the captain's armband for FC Monmouth today is number 12, Lizzie Gillen. She is the right center back. Appeared in 13 matches this past fall at James Madison University. Graduate of Toms River East High School. A lot of Toms River players on this FC Monmouth team. Her father played soccer at Ryder. Uncle played at Penn State, so comes from a really big soccer family. She's carrying on that legacy and holds the distinction to be a very historic captain here for the FC Monmouth women's side. On the FC Monmouth bench, but not playing today, is Reese Paget, who scored against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals Liberty in that first game of the season on May 21st. Nice spin. And now Garcia's got the ball. Garcia with a great ball to Serlinga. Serlinga looking for a shot, left-footed.
Ooh.
And that ball knuckled. And good save
Come on, FC Monmouth.
from Riley Spengler. Back post. FC Monmouth, really impressive what they've been able to do, and they've really been able to get some more run-ins behind. It's a 4-3-3 today rather than a 4-4-2 as they had yesterday. It was Serlinga and Miller up top. They had difficulties at times finding the two of them and also just creating space out on the pitch. And you can see right now, Serlinga's got a lot of space out left. Miller tries to find her, and she will. Is this ball going to stay in bounds? We'll find out in just about a second. The answer is yes. Serlinga to Miller. These two connecting very well. Miller played this year at Rutgers, transferring to UConn. Was one of the top high school girls soccer players just 2 seasons ago. And she'll be an integral piece to that Huskies midfield and attack wherever she is placed. Very versatile player when she steps foot on campus later this summer. Miller with some hold-up play. It's Howe. Dispossessed by Liv Linus. Running to the ball is Adriana Ride on her left foot. Can't find anything. Possession remains with Fever. Haven't had too many big-time chances in front of the net. And yet another easy save for Sage Santa Cruz, the sophomore at DeSales University. Was a star player for the Wall Crimson Knights in her high school career. Started all 4 years alongside Nelly Bianchi-Nagel, who got the start last night for FC Monmouth in between the sticks. It's a really good ball from Carly Slavin, but offsides is called. As have our first sub of the game. Pangelo will check out. Had some positive touches here within the first 20 minutes of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for FC Monmouth in the 21st minute, entering the match number 6, Alyssa Galeta, replacing number 19, Vicky Pangelo.
And Miller goes down. She's going to hobble her way forward. Looks like possibly just got stepped on something. She just needs to walk off. She'll stay in, though. And gets on the ball right away. Miller to Gallagher. Miller again. Garcia, the engine of the midfield. Howe. Galeta. Kutztown University midfielder from Jackson, who just checked into the game. 7 of the 11 starters today started in the game yesterday for FC Monmouth, as Gallagher wins the ball in the center of the park, and on the half-turn receiving it is Carly Slavin. Slavin, the through ball. But Gianella is right there and wins it. Gianella is committed to Northeastern University. Recently graduated from IMG Academy down in Florida, one of the premier high schools, perhaps the premier high school for athletics in the country. Her facility is second to none. Played at St. Rose before going to IMG. And she is one of the big signings that FC Monmouth made last season when they first started playing several friendly games. Her sister also on the team. Have our first chant of the day from the young FC Monmouth fans, trying to inspire the blue and gold onwards. It's still 0-0, 23 minutes into this match. Nothing to separate these two just yet. Although FC Monmouth have definitely had the better of chances. Some good saves from Riley Spengler have kept Fever in this game. As noted a little earlier, Fever drew 0-0 against Real Central on Friday night.
What's 33's last name?
Yeah. As we have some subs here for Fever, their first of the match. All 3 field players will check onto the pitch that were on the bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, changes for Fever SC in the 25th minute. Entering the match, number 33, Amaya Eason. Number 36, Amanda McNesby. Number 42, Shayna Coy.
Throw-in intercepted by Howe. And now Monmouth has it on the opposite side of the pitch, doing really well at switching the ball today. And just overall, their offense has looked a lot more fluid than it did yesterday. That's a great touch from Fever. They have a few players out to the right, not able to find him. It was Nicole Palmer, the center back, with the ball. Palmer played her college soccer at Charlotte, one of the older players on this team, and Slavin goes down. Lizzie Gillen with the foul. Free kick from Vanessa Shea. It was a training ground free kick if I've ever seen one. And they tried to sneak it into that top right corner off of the shorter pass, but unable to do so. FC Monmouth now with possession. Gabby Miller. Yet again, that's a great ball to Ali Serlinga. And Serlinga on her left. She knuckled it before. That's another amazing attempt. That ball did not spin at all. That is Clemson will now be going to Miami. And the Hurricanes will be really happy with that decision, as Serlinga is just such a problem for defenses. Now it's Miller. She slides it in, looking for their first WPSL goal at home. FC Monmouth called for offsides. Nearing the half-hour mark in this game. Non-stop action for FC Monmouth in this one. Far cry from what the fans had saw yesterday. They definitely did play very well, and they possessed. It was, unlucky at times, but just overall, nothing super clear in front of the net as Serlinga gets it. Her left foot, her shot rattles the crossbar, and it rattles the goal. And Caitlin Pettit will enter the pitch. Gallagher and Garcia to check out for the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, change for FC Monmouth in the 29th minute. Entering the match, number 17, Gabby Kirchner, and number 23, Caitlin Pettit.
Caitlin Pettit was yet another Great Wall High School player. Scored a lot of big goals in all of their state championship runs that they had within the past few years. One of the top high school programs in the Jersey Shore. She gets on the ball early. Now at Stevens. A nice 1-2. And a great ball from Serlinga to Miller, just a little too far out in front of her. And Riley Spingler will slow the play down here for Fever. As for the other substitute, Gabby Kirchner, she played at Point Pleasant Beach High School and is committed to Anderson University in South Carolina. Will be playing D2 soccer this fall. A really good D2 program. Plays for PDA at the youth level. Direct ball over the top to the feet of Serlinga. She tries to just feed it one touch to Grace Crowley. Incomplete pass.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how would you like some free stuff? Make some noise. It's our ball toss presented by Buffalo Wild Wings Eatontown.
Now Pettit wins it. Serlinga looking to switch. Kiki Barber with time and space. One touch pass to Pettit and a little slip up defensively. Pettit looking to take advantage for FC Monmouth. That's not her forte in terms of where she positions herself on the pitch. More of a center midfielder. Accidentally finds herself at that forward role. And Fever wins it, but FC Monmouth quickly dispossessed them. Giovanella. Miller. Miller spins. Miller is looking. And Miller with another good through ball. It's Grace Crowley one-on-one with Spingler, who comes out and boots it away. Gutsy play from the keeper coming off her line, but also a needed play. Otherwise, that would be a fast break for Crowley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Navasync Psychological Services serves clients ages 3 through adult, providing assessment, treatment, coaching, and consultation for individuals, families, and organizations with specific expertise in working with athletes of all levels. Their mission is to make you better at what you do and improve how you feel. Thanks to Navasync Psychological Services for sponsoring FC Monmouth.
Free kick for the blue and gold, right around that 30-yard line on the football field. And this is a great opportunity off of a dead ball to see if FC Monmouth can score their first goal at home in the WPSL. A header from Barber. Cuts just left of as Carly Slavin will put on a penny and most likely call it a half at this 32-minute mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for Fever SC entering the match in the 33rd minute. Number 46, Adriana Ride.
Grace Crowley has done really well today at the left fullback position. Mentioned a bit earlier, she is one of the youngest players on the pitch. Only a senior in high school, has not even graduated yet. So she has school tomorrow. But she will be going to Siena and play for the Saints up in New York come the fall time. Still 0-0 in this match. FC Monmouth searching for their first win in the Women's Premier Soccer League. One of the most historic leagues around the world, all things considered. It's the biggest women's soccer league, and the ownership group really excited to be a part of it. Miller now down left side of the 18. Slides it in. It's Pettit. Pettit dazzles between a few defenders before eventually getting stopped. And now it's Miller. Right-footed shot. Saved by Spengler. That ball was aiming for the back post side netting, but Spengler just able to angle herself correctly to get in the way. As Fever yet again going to make some substitutions. Slavin going to come back onto the pitch, as is Elliot Rupp, number 32 in light blue. And Kiki Barber will also come off for FC Monmouth, as they're going to make a pair of substitutions themselves. Anna Kassler onto the field, and Allie Nace.
Ladies and gentlemen, changes in the 36th minute. Entering the match for Fever SC. Number 32, Elliot Rupp. Number 47, Carly Slavin. Entering the match for FC Monmouth. Number 21, Anna Kassler. And number 13, Allie Nace.
Allie Nace, also one of the younger players on this FC Monmouth squad. Currently a senior at Howell High School, committed to Fairleigh Dickinson. Does play for PDA. Just about every player on this FC Monmouth team played for PDA in their youth academy. And great ball into the box for the blue and gold, but cut out by Spingler. Peyton Mara also soon to check into the game here. She's at the halfway line for FC Monmouth. Crowley gonna reset it. Gianella. Pettit. Back to Gianella. Skips to midfield, looks for Nice. Some nice passes from FC Monmouth, eventually just inaccurate, comes back to cost them.
A change for FC Monmouth in the 38th minute, entering the match, number 27, Peyton Mara.
Just about 7 minutes to go here at Count Basie Field. You're watching on the National Soccer Network. Thank you to New Logical Sports for helping us make this production possible. So happy to be talking to you. If you weren't here in the beginning, I'm Chris Daly with FC Monmouth. This is a big year for FC Monmouth on the women's side. It's their first ever as members of the WPSL. Last year they played a lot of friendly games. They did have a team. They all practiced. They had a lot of success as well, but now in an official league going against a lot tougher competition, and they're still searching for that elusive first win as members of the WPSL. Keeping the ball in play is Ali Nays. Her touch just gets in front of her a little bit, and it trickles out of bounds. Comes back defensively to win it, though. Akinfora. And now Peyton Mara with a chance, trying to produce some magic. The L turn to her right foot was unsuccessful. Caitlin Pettit blocking the way of Fever, wins it back. And some good high-tempo pressing from FC Monmouth, and Ali Nace at the forefront of it out there on the left wing, able to force a wonky ball back. And that's a great pass from Guylan. And another awesome move. It's Grace Crowley with a little pullback, totally deking out the defender. As Santa Cruz will get on the ball. Haven't seen a whole lot of her in the first half. That is exactly what her father, head coach of this FC Monmouth team, Lou Santa Cruz, is hoping for. Make the goalie's jobs as easy as possible as Pettit turns and finds a teammate, gets on it again with space, able to turn and just switch the play. Well done from this FC Monmouth midfield. Really working cohesively, and this 4-3-3 has been working wonders today for FC Monmouth. A whole different look than that 4-4-2 they employed yesterday, which left them very congested at times, weren't able to really find good pockets of space to exploit, and just about every single player on this pitch has played in this 4-3-3. They're probably familiar with it. That's a great ball from Ali Nace to Grace Crowley. The two high schoolers connecting, going against this older college competition. Anna Kassler with the throw-in. Kassler, a rising sophomore at Towson, went to Colts Neck High School, and she was a star there. First team All-Shore Conference, which with 40-plus teams and thousands of players. It's a pretty impressive feat, as Gianella with a good move Nace to Crowley. Crowley on her left, puts it on her right. And Monmouth have not given Fever too much breathing room in this one. Every time they win the ball back, an FC Monmouth defender is there to press. Monmouth have had a great win-back rate in this one. As soon as they drop possession, seem just to instantly regain it. And now, right side of the pitch, cross into the box, headed away. Good 1-2. Crowley checks into the middle of the field to get involved. Akinfora. Now Gillen. Out wide to Kassler. Kassler left-footed. Akinfora batted away. And yet again, Fever just doing what they could defensively to limit FC Monmouth's chances in front of the net. Getter Norley gonna come back into this game. She is one of the star forwards for this Fever team.
Once again for Fever SC in the 43rd minute.
Getter Norley plays for Palm Beach Atlantic.
Number 39, Cassidy Getter Norley. Who's 29?
Having 29, so I don't know.
I saw 30. I was 26.
Yeah, there's a 29 on, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we must have had some number switches, but number 29 in light blue has checked into the game just to alert you folks back at home watching on the National Soccer Network.
I think someone showed up late.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. We were alerted someone did show up late. Gonna see what I can do to figure this out for you all watching in the second half. But as for now, a mysterious player has entered the pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Exterior Point is one of the fastest growing home remodeling companies in the country. Started here in New Jersey, named the #1 2023 New Jersey home remodeler by Nextdoor. Exterior Point provides energy efficient windows, roofing, siding, and entry doors. Exterior Point
Now Fever
the highest
with an
quality
opportunity.
materials at the lowest affordable prices.
It's to substitute out wide,
Lifetime warranties.
and Crowley wins it. Now it's Ali Nace running down the left wing
FC Monmouth.
on her left foot. Feeds it to Peyton Mara, who thinks she works the throw and not too happy with that call as she looks at that referee and sometimes looks say a few words as well. It was definitely a 50-50 ball, and FC Monmouth able to win it back as the ref blows her whistle. No added time in this first half. 0-0. FC Monmouth definitely have had the better of chances, but nothing to show for it yet. We'll be back here on the National Soccer Network in the second half. Chris Daly from FC Monmouth signing off for now.
With your score at the
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Restoration is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Restoration is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Yeah. We welcome you back to Count Basie Park here in Red Bank, New Jersey for the second half of action. FC Monmouth and Fever SC in the WPSL. We're on level terms after 45. 0-0 is the scoreline as we enter the next 45 here to come. It should be an exciting game. FC Monmouth had a lot of chances. Ali Sherlinga with some great shots in that attacking third. Allie Nace did very well when she entered the game. Gabby Miller, number 28, in blue, also provided some impact. The whole midfield was like an well-oiled machine. And the first half looked really strong as compared to their game yesterday. Fell 3-0 to the South Jersey Elite Barons. But now they do have a different challenge ahead. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net. They've had chances. Now they need to capitalize. And that was definitely a talking point of head coach Lou Santa Cruz in his halftime speech. As a ball over the top here for Fever, it's Elliot Rupp. She slides it in. It's brushed away by the Monmouth defense. Also, would like to note now, in net is Lauren Swaffer, number 31 for FC Monmouth, replaced Sage Santa Cruz at halftime. And Serlinga back in this game, and she's going to have a shot, and it goes into the for a long time from Serlinga. That's about her third or fourth really good attempt today. And she finally gets rewarded with an absolutely wonderful goal. This second half, Serlinga breaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal for FC Monmouth in the 47th minute. You guys suck.
I like your energy, though. That's all you can do, you know? As we joke around here in the press box, a white smoke bomb from James Davis. Floods the air. He's got some young fans following him as well. Oh, he's and these fans are having fun with those smoke bombs out on the track. One of the referees even chuckling about it. Although I think he might go and exchange some words. He says, calm it down. I would love for these referees to go to Detroit City FC or some of those other clubs with some strong ultras here in the United States and see the smoke bomb displays they have. Small but mighty is FC Monmouth. You got to respect it, and always adds to the environment here on game day. But that is the first home goal in club history within the WPSL, and that belongs to Ali Serlinga. Miller finds Nace. Nace unable to control it. Goes to Garcia. What a shot. She smacks that ball and it rattles off. Good turn from Pangello. She scored 2 goals and had 3 assists this past fall at Westchester. She's a rising senior there and has appeared in 58 games throughout her career. Her sophomore year was especially fantastic. She scored 4 goals, all of which were game winners, including the game winner in the PSAC championship game. She tied the conference lead for game-winning goals. Comes up big when the lights shine brightest, although I don't think the floodlights will come on today. Maybe at the end of this half, although it's only 6:37. Still light outside. An earlier game as the ball in the box for Fever SC, and Ali Nace just dinks it away. Now a long-range shot easily saved by Lauren Swafford. Talked about some of the high school players currently on the field. Swafford is one of them. She will be attending Rutgers University in the fall. She's one of the best high school girls soccer players in the state this past year. It's Miller. And that's a really well-timed ball to Serlinga. Serlinga, is she going to shoot this? Maybe. It was placed back post. Possibly trying to put it on net in case it does sneak in. Also looking for a teammate at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth would like to thank Current Rehab for their support. Current Rehab and Performance is a multidisciplinary healthcare facility that offers true one-on-one physical therapy, chiropractic care, acupuncture, personal training, and sports recovery. Current Rehab gets you where you need to be because they care. Thanks to Current Rehab for their
Ball
support
into
of
the
FC
midfield.
Monmouth.
And a quick turn here from Slavin. Thought Slavin was a big piece to the success Fever had in the first half. Especially at her work rate defensively to win the ball back. You see it right now, just tracking the run of FC Monmouth, and that effort is infectious within a team. Inspires her teammates as Ali Serlinga, left side of the field. She's got some fancy footwork, goes for the nutmeg, denied. But a clever attempt. Although Fever were able to gain a player as this game moved along, they still only have 4 field players on the bench compared to a full 7 for FC Monmouth. Corner kick now for Fever. This is a great opportunity to put the ball on the back of the net. Although just about every FC Monmouth player is in the 18. Swafford comes off her line, pass to 6, commands her box, and she makes a save. Great piece of goaltending from Swafford. And her punt was all the way past midfield, and it bounces as Ali Nace steals it, and this could be something. Nace tries to chip the keeper. Unlucky for Nace. Was a good idea but just lacked that perfect execution you need for a chip like that. Great defensive work rate from Nice, though, to strip the ball of the Fever defender. It's not giving up on the play. And that is the life of a forward sometimes. You get those opportunities, and as the great Ted Lasso says, be a goldfish. You got to search for the next one, have a short memory. Same goes for those goalkeepers in between the sticks. Very much positions that require a lot of mental fortitude as the ball slipped through behind to Serlinga. She was held, and the refs are calling for a foul. They give it, and a card should come out. Yes, ref reaching to her back pocket, and it's a red card. Denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. And a red could be harsh in the eyes of Fever, but FC Monmouth will be sure not to complain. That is shocking. I think no one expected the red. Definitely a yellow. Serlinga was in on net, but that is a little harsh. And now the ref will come over to talk to the coach as Brooke Kane will check out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has issued a straight red card in the 56th minute to Fever SC's number 52, Brooke Kane.
And the head coach will also be awarded a yellow card. Now, Brooke Kane did hold Serlinga on that play. She just finished her graduate year at Temple, started 11 games in the fall. But that was very much a surprising red card. I mean, that's very, very harsh. Usually that's called a yellow, that far away from the net. As Fever will now need to look to get back into this game, down a player, and they can do so with Slavin. Crowley breaks up the play. And Brooke Kane looks shocked on the sideline right now, and you can't really blame her. This will definitely be a talking point after the game for both sides. FC Monmouth now need to take advantage of being a player up. Again, you're watching here on the National Soccer Network. Chris Daly happy to bring to you this live coverage as the corner kick gets whipped in, and now FC Monmouth could have an attack. The touch from Miller. Just a little too much on it. Now, red cards do come with suspensions. You do have to imagine that Fever will try to appeal that as a slide tackle from Slavin. Hits off the shin guards of Crowley, and it'll be a throw-in for Fever. That's a great ball. In the track of her attacker, and Kessler wasn't able to make too much of it. Her ball goes back to Fever. Fever can't do anything with it of true substance. Ball goes out of bounds for yet another goal kick. We are nearing the 60-minute mark, 2/3 the way through in this game. Lauren Swafford becoming a part of this FC Monmouth offense. She just works it around. Yet another decent crowd, a little smaller than last night for the WPSL home opener here at Count Basie Park. It's also a Sunday night. A lot of families reluctant reluctant with school and work tomorrow morning, and whoa, the touch from the coach. It's pretty impressive. Surprised he didn't pull a hamstring right there. You got to give it to the Fever SC coach, as he is currently talking to Adriana Ride, number 46 in light blue, will likely be checking into the game pretty soon as she walks over to the halfway line. A couple of FC Monmouth players warming up as well on the far side of the pitch, down by the Count Basie Park gate. Leah Howe, one of them, Kiki Barber as well. Both of them started in that home opener yesterday. Also, Peyton Gallagher warming up alongside them. Again, 1-0. Ali Serlinga, the former Clemson Tiger, now a Miami Hurricane, broke the deadlock with a beautiful goal just about 10 minutes ago. And maybe looking for something again. Kylie Johnson bombs it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for Fever SC in the 62nd minute. Entering the match, number 46, Adriana Ride.
And the trio of FC Monmouth players will now make their way to the halfway line as Fever SC look for a direct ball over the top. Garcia, who's been so dominant for FC Monmouth in the middle of the park. She is currently at LaSalle, and she's a really good player there. Scored 3 goals in her freshman year. Appeared in 18 matches while at Toms River North in high school. Here she is on the ball, and that shot just wide of the mark. But she scored 64 goals and assisted on 28.
Next change for FC Monmouth in the 63rd minute. Entering the match, number 14, Leah
And
Howe.
Garcia
Number
will
16,
check off
Peyton Gallagher.
Kiki Barber
Number
to replace her.
19, Barber.
Caitlin Pettit will also leave the field, as does Anna Kassler. And with 28 minutes to go, they could possibly re-enter later in the game. We'll see what head coach Lou Santa Cruz opts to do. Nicely worked by Liv Linus, rising sophomore at Merrimack. Spent some time playing for Real Central, though, in New Jersey, and comes from a big soccer family herself. Her sister currently at Chestnut Hill. And here she is, Linus with the ball, looking for the feet of Ride. Miller in her more natural midfield position. That's where she starred for PDA before going to Rutgers. Mentioned a bit earlier, she'll now be transferring to UConn. That's a great one-touch ball from Allie Nace. And Allie Nace has been really impressive today in her first home game as member of FC Monmouth. Especially considering a lot of these players have played 20-plus collegiate games. You go to some of them nearing 60. Even some on Fever who are graduating. And some young players for FC Monmouth have really stepped up and answered the call here today. As a run on the right side of the pitch from Pangello. Gabby Miller wasn't able to find her. Instead, she goes out to the left. It's Serlinga. Serlinga with another shot, and wow. That hits the left upright. Personally, not a big fan of field goals myself. Los Santa Cruz is assisted by Brian Finley, who spent many years as the head coach over at New Jersey City University. He's also a great coach for PDA. He's coached a lot of the girls on this FC Monmouth team throughout their youth careers, and it's been a big reason as to why they've had so much success at the collegiate level, preparing them. And of course, Santa Cruz oversees all things PDA, shore, girls soccer. And then Coach Laurent, the goalkeeper coach, the Frenchman, who now owns MVP Soccer Goalkeeper Training. Throw into Miller. And it's now Gallagher. Gallagher, rising sophomore at Mount St. Mary's. Going down is Pungello. No foul called. Gallagher scored 21 goals at Toms River East throughout her high school career. Short Conference All-Star team.
Ladies and gentlemen, since 1969, with the help of family, friends, and the local community, Dan and Linda Chong have made House of Chong the trusted source for quality American Chinese food in Monmouth and Ocean counties. Please be sure to visit House of Chong on Route 35 in Middletown's Union Square, across from Whole Foods. Thanks to House of Chong for their support.
Gabby Miller will check out of the game. Put in yet another good shift. She's played in a forward position she's not too comfortable with, mostly a midfielder. However, again, very versatile, and she can play in that forward line if need be, although today FC Monmouth is trying out a 4-3-3 as compared to the 4-2-2 they employed in last night's game, and it's worked very well for them. Great bit of pressing from FC Monmouth. Now, back post Pungello. She's going to square it back in, and she finds Ali Nace. It's a great save from Riley Spengler. Fever SC's doorstep, and soon enough, I think FC Monmouth is just going to knock this door down. If they keep playing the way they have throughout the first 67 minutes here at Count Basie Park. Ali Nace with the header, just trying to flick it on to a teammate. And now it's Pungello. That touch is perfect. Fever SC playing down a player. Brooke Keene's red card sees them at a disadvantage. A constant overload for the blue and gold. Hal's touch out wide, just had too much power on it. Goes out for a goal kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Construction is the official Parks and Recreation specialist of FC Monmouth. They've been a leader in park and playground construction since 1982, with thousands of installations completed throughout the tri-state area, including right over there to your right. They continue to operate at the forefront of the industry. World Construction provides quality, professionalism, and over 100 years of combined knowledge and experience. Thanks to World Construction for their support of FC Monmouth.
Highly suggest you check out the @WeAreMonmouth Instagram. They got a great video of Ali Serlinga's goal on their Instagram stories. You're going to have to scroll quite a bit. A lot of content up on there. One of the best social teams in the WPSL. Ball squared into the 18. Knocked away by Fever, and now it's Pungello. Pungello uses her left foot to find Hal. Hal places it on her right foot. It's a powerful cross right around the front post. And Spengler is there to make the save. Riley Spengler has gotten a lot of action today. She's made a lot of saves. 9th most career shutouts in program history at Bloomsburg. Spent a year at Moravian as well, from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, where a lot of players on this Fever SC team are from, including Nicole Palmer, number 11 in light blue.
Entering the match for FC Monmouth in the 71st minute, number 27, Peyton Merrow.
Zally Nace checks off. It was a good day for the Howell High School striker. Had two big chances on net. One of them was a great save by Spengler, the other just above the crossbar. Had her father, Mr. Nace, who was an All-American wrestler at Rider University. During my days at Wall High School, was one of the best teachers there, and his son is also a collegiate wrestler, so really athletic family. She'll be carrying on her dad's legacy, playing Division I athletics this fall at Fairleigh Dickinson. Now, the ball. FC Monmouth have a bit of a breakaway here. It's a 2-on-3, and fancy footwork from Monmouth. Now the spin and the shot. Nothing to challenge Spengler. This game remains 1-0. Less than 20 minutes to go. Here at Count Basie Park, you're watching on the National Soccer Network. Thank you to our friends at New Logical Sports for all the help they provide us throughout the season. And especially today, making this match possible to present to you. FC Monmouth, in their first year as members of the WPSL league, in which I mentioned Rose Lavelle, but Christine Lilly, and I believe even Tobin Heath, Alex Morgan, some just amazing players have all graced throughout their playing careers while in college. You name a U.S. women's national team player, especially before the year 2018 maybe, and most likely they played in the WPSL. Over 140 teams across the country, both of these teams vying to get to that national stage. It requires picking up a win today. Every single game really counts at the end of the year because it's fine margins that constantly separate these clubs. Fever SC knows it better than anybody. They got all the way to the Mid-Atlantic Conference Championship game in 2023. There's several divisions within the conference. This is the Colonial Division. However, they struggled in 2024, only 8 points through 10 games, were second to last in the table. As of May 30th, so before this weekend, the Delaware Ospreys sat at first in the Mid-Atlantic Conference Colonial Division. Meanwhile, the Barons were second. Real Central, who tied Fever SC on May 30th, were third. Penn Fusion, FC Monmouth, the Philadelphia Ukrainians, and then Fever SC rounded it all out. FC Monmouth prides itself in being a community-centered club, and they've definitely become complete now with the addition of the women's team. That's an awesome ball to Ali Serlenga. Unfortunately for Monmouth, Fever SC were there to intervene. And now it's Slavin. Some nice footwork. Ball to Kois. Kois. And Swafford comes away with the save. Swafford played at Morristown High School. She plays for PDA at the club level. Mentioned earlier, she'll be sticking in that red uniform come this fall as she heads to Rutgers University.
The change for FC Monmouth in the 76th minute, entering the match, number 6, Alyssa Galeta.
Lizzie Guyland, the JMU Duke getting involved in this game. The defense haven't had to do a whole lot today, and that's a great ball over the top from Peyton Gallagher. Finds Ali Serlinga. Now it's Grace Crowley running forward. Crowley's shot near post saved by Spengler. And it's a tough skill right there, but if Crowley maybe curls that run, able to get her right foot on it, she could whip it into that back post. However, it was a left-footed attempt, running at a high pace, so much easier said than done, of course. And it forces that ball to go to the near post. It's also just a good job from the goalkeeper, well-positioned. Spengler has kept fever in this game. Kiki Barber with a shot. It goes well over the bar, but
FC in the 77th minute, number 32, Elliot Rupp.
won by Gallagher, and Gallagher wins the second ball as well. Sheds off a defender. Look at that.
And entering the match in the 78th minute for Fever SC, number 51, Liv Linus.
Fever SC win the ball and quickly dispossessed by FC Monmouth, gliding through the defense. It's the future Sienna Saint, Grace Crowley. Look at this. Crowley slips in. Kiki Barber, who fights for the ball, unable to retrieve it as Riley Spengler comes off her line to scoop it up, and she will punt it away for Fever SC. 50-50 ball, won by Fever. Slavin to bring it down, but Barber gets involved and has something to say about it. Now it's FC Monmouth with the ball, searching for their second goal, the insurance goal. This would be with less than 12 minutes left to play. Stepping forward, it's Gia Lanella to Ali Sorlenga.
Ladies and
Back
gentlemen,
to
we have two
Gia
lovely
Lanella.
ladies walking through the crowd selling 50-50 tickets. Get yours now. We'll
And
be
spinning is
announcing
Liv
the number
Linus,
coming up in about 7 minutes.
a rising sophomore at Merrimack. She hits it out wide. And now back to reset. It's Fever possessing the ball nicely here, but Howe intervenes. The Northeast Conference all-freshman selection at Central Connecticut finds Crowley, who's had a fantastic day at that left fullback position. Peyton Gallagher glides through a couple of defenders, and now a shot from way downtown by Gabby Kirchner. is unable to hit the mark, and it'll be a goal kick for Fever SC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Home Turf is the official training facility of FC Monmouth. Purpose-built to be the safest and most inspiring
FC Monmouth
environment for athletes to train and compete.
Played strictly friendlies in 2024. Now they're members of the WPSL, and they're searching for their first win.
Camps and clinics, thanks to Home Turf.
They're inching closer to it with each passing second here. They're up a player after the red card to Brooke Kane earlier in this second half.
Okay. Did you have anything?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to call the number now, or we'll wait a couple minutes? All right.
As we have the 50-50 raffle
Okay. All right, pick out a good one.
taking place here in the press box. And we're going to see whose lucky day it is. Maybe it's Fever's, as
Give me like 3 minutes, okay?
they were attempting to find the back of the net. Now how? To Serlinga. Serlinga offloads it to Kirchner. All ball on that tackle for Fever, but their pass it doesn't connect. Swafford comes off her line. She'll take her time to pick this ball up.
Who wants a free T-shirt or two? Make some noise. We're gonna throw them in your direction. Let's see what kind of arms these guys have.
And free T-shirts being given out here at Count Basie Park always riles up this young crowd. A lot of families, especially from the Peninsula Soccer Club, coming to support today. Ball to Serlinga. Her touch, looking for her second of the day on her left foot. Shot blocked. Guylan able to win it back for Monmouth. Barber gives it to Gallagher. Gallagher looking for Kirchner.
Are they all the same
Just
color?
a step away.
Okay.
And now Fever, with less than 8 minutes to go, are vying to find that elusive second goal, the goal that would give them their first win of the year as well. They tied Rail Central on Friday night, 0-0. Still searching for their first goal even.
Ladies and gentlemen, a couple more changes here in the 83rd minute. Entering the match for Fever SC, number 39, Cassidy Getter-Norley. And entering the match for FC Monmouth, number 25, Emma Ankefora.
And I just got inside word from James Davis, general manager of FC Monmouth, that the white smoke bombs that you saw earlier for Ali Serlinga's goal smell awful. So that is why they had to intervene and stop the game for a minute, as I suppose the blue ones have a better scent. Things like that make FC Monmouth uniquely FC Monmouth. You gotta love minor league soccer. As the ball out wide is fed to Galada. She puts it in. But intercepted by Fever. Kirchner with a nice blindside tackle. And Galliata again. To Gallagher. Looking for that near post. She almost snuck it in.
All right. Check your raffle tickets.
It's a superb attempt by Peyton Gallagher.
And the number is 05.
Rising sophomore at Mount St. Mary's.
8211.
Was an integral piece to their defensive unit in the fall. Didn't start until halfway through the season, but once she did,
Collect your prize.
she could not be taken out of the team. Had a really good freshman year.
11 on the light green ticket.
Looks like you got one.
All right. You got a winner?
Yep.
Woohoo! Find out their name. Find out what their name is and what town they're from. Just first name's good.
FC Monmouth still looking for this cherry on top.
Got it. There it is.
She's from Little Silver. Okay.
Congratulations to Kristen from Little Silver, the winner of our 50-50 this evening. Thank you for being a part of the fun tonight, Kristen. Enjoy your winnings.
Howe to Swafford. Swafford with the one-touch ball back to Howe. It's a good piece of skill for the goalie. And that's why she's headed to Rutgers and is considered one of the top goalies in all of high school soccer this past fall. What a spin from Peyton Gallagher. Now to Guylan. Kirchner. Crowley. Crowley, the youngest player on the field, but she is a superstar. Out wide to Akinfora. Back to Crowley. She has a shot. It bobbles. And the redirect from Galliano. In front of just about an empty net. So unfortunate timing for that attempt. And this game will remain at 1-0. Rupp. She's a forward at Moravian. A lot of players on this Fever team play there, and a lot of these players on this Fever team played for the 04-05 age group together, club ball growing up. So they do have chemistry. They are used to playing with one another, and that was Luciana Cruz's biggest point of concern, or his main point of concern heading in to this double header on the weekend. It's games on Saturday and Sunday. Just start to gel together, he told his team. We really need to start playing cohesively as a unit. As FC Monmouth slip up right in the center of the park. That's not where you want to make a mistake. Good work from Crowley just to knock it away. And Monmouth do need to remain stingy defensively. Less than 3 minutes to go, so if they let up a goal here, there's not much time to come back and gain all 3 points. The last thing the blue and gold want to do, though, is settle for one. It's the time where you kick the ball in the corner and really just start to use your soccer IQ and your game knowledge to waste some time. And you can see if Swafford does right here, it's exactly what she does, is she waits for the press from Fever. And look at this, Swafford again. She drops the ball. Really smart from Swafford. Waits for the press. Takes about 15, 20 more seconds off the clock. As Monmouth fans wait patiently for that final whistle. 88 minutes now into this match. Again, 11v10 out on the field. A red card to Brooke Kane has given FC Monmouth a man advantage for the past half hour or so. Ball to Kiki Barber, Westchester superstar, starting 58 games for them. Now it's Gallagher slicing her way through the defense. She has a shot saved by Spengler. Spengler dealt with some injuries in college, but she came back and is better than ever. Really been impressed with the goalkeeper today for Fever. Meanwhile, for FC Monmouth, Crowley defending right now has been particularly the star player. Been able to provide a lot of great work defensively, also join the attack at times. And then, of course, Ali Serlenga scoring the first WPSL home goal in club history has to be mentioned. She's on the bench now, but it was a job well done for Serlenga. And she was knocking at the door for a while. Had a couple of good attempts in the first half as some dominoes fall down out on the far side of the pitch. Less than 20 seconds of regular time. This is a great ball. Back post. Slavin's going for it. Swafford comes out, and she saves it. And what could be one of the final plays of the game. There was no added time in the first half. Just food for thought. Probably will be in the second. The ref just said 2 to her assistant referee, so 2 minutes left in this match here at Count Basie Park. It's been a long time coming for FC Monmouth. Last summer, they trained and they played in a lot of friendly games. Had a couple of big wins right here at Count Basie, in fact. But nothing official. They didn't even have the official uniforms, rather more dry-fit T-shirts. But the club has come a long way, and the girls have worked hard to make this dream a reality. Now, in the largest soccer league in the world on the women's side. And they are 1 minute away from securing 3 points. They still have some defensive work to do. Ball placed at the penalty spot line, headed away by FC Monmouth. Akinfora just boots it away. Akinfora just graduated from Virginia Wesleyan University. Played at Point Pleasant Beach High School. And now with 40 seconds left, another ball from Fever. Called offsides. Didn't really see the call there. Perhaps she came back into play. That's Liv Linus, number 51 in light blue, who was called for offsides. The rising sophomore at Merrimack from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. 20 seconds remain. And then from there, it's up to the referee's discretion for how much time is played. Kirchner's ball doesn't find a teammate. But Monmouth have won it right back. That's been the story of today. Monmouth lose the ball, Monmouth win the ball. Although there's a lot of blue jerseys, light blue jerseys, right at the 18-yard box. And so close to history. So close to FC Monmouth's first win in the WPSL. The crowd is waiting patiently as 2:30 is now on the clock, and that'll do it. FC Monmouth have done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final
Ali
score.
Serlinga with the game-winning goal.
Fever FC.
And it's 1-0 in favor of the blue and gold.
Free fries at Chick-fil-A.
It is a historic day here at Count Basie Park. I was happy to be a part of it and provide you the live coverage here on the National Soccer Network. Thank you to our friends at New Logical Sports. And we thank you so much for tuning in. It was a great 90 minutes of soccer, a lot of end-to-end action. FC Monmouth had a lot of chances on net. One of them went in, and that's all that matters. We'll be back next week for the historic doubleheader. FC Monmouth men's at 4:30, and then women's follow-up right after. It's going to be a great day here at Count Basie.
For our first.
I'm Chris Daly from FC Monmouth, signing off for now. I'll see you and talk to you guys again next week. So long.
4:30, it's the FC Monmouth men taking on Kensington.